Well, good morning. I'm meteorologist Brian Karstens. Scott Mundt here too. We are talking weather. We wanted to give you folks kind of a quick video update here, Scott. Bottom line is major impacts of weather. We feel very confident this blizzard warning in white is going to happen. I know many of you watching us in Pier Winter, Huron, Brookings, Watertown. Just prepare for a lot of snow. Rapid City as well.
Yeah, and we've been watching some of the snowfall amounts come in this morning. They mentioned 3 to 4 in Rapid City. Visibility's down in Brookings and Watertown because of the heavy snow this morning. And then we have that transition zone into southeastern South Dakota, northwestern Iowa, and even southwestern Minnesota. You see that highlighted in that mixed likely area in southeastern Kettleland. Throughout much of the morning, a lot of that has been falling in the form of sleet and freezing rain. So we have dangerous driving conditions in those areas. And then that blizzard that we just mentioned, that will slowly try to expand to the southeast once everything switches over to snow. But it may take a while to do that in southeastern Kettleland to see that switch over to snow. For today, I really don't see that happening from Sioux Falls and south. They'll probably stay in the form of rain, maybe sleet thrown in from a time or two. But we are watching an area of dry skies in southeastern Kettleland through the morning hours, just south of Interstate 90, and that may continue into the early part of the afternoon, start to fill in this evening. And tonight, maybe around midnight, we'll probably hear those rumbles of thunder in southeastern South Dakota. And Brian, it all depends on what's going on with our temperature, not only at the surface, but in the higher layers of the atmosphere.
Absolutely. That's why that ice risk is there north of Sioux Falls, too. And of course, we've had power outages. We expect more in some of these areas. Low pressure track is definitely on course here to being a significant storm for us. Snow and wind predictions. Let's take a look at where we're at on that. And this map here, we're going to flip gears and load that for you. So the blue here is basically snow. Pink is mixed precipitation. And the expanse of that, the snow footprint is there. And we're not neglecting the fact that 20 inches of snow is a big deal. It is going to be a big deal. But we feel pretty confident that that's just going to happen. And many areas are going to get plastered with 1 to 2 feet of snow here. The problem and all the debate this morning is revolving around this line near Sioux Falls and Yankton and Worthington because the temperature and that combined with a vigorous thunderstorm complex coming up out of northeast Nebraska tonight will play havoc with our forecast. That's our wind gust there at 2 in the morning, Scott. It's 40 plus, and then it goes to 50 plus.
It only goes up during the day tomorrow, 50 to near 60 miles per hour, and just expect very strong winds within that range for tomorrow in eastern and southeastern Kettleland. As you see on Future Scan, it's still deciding what it wants to do with that mixture of precipitation highlighted in pink. By Thursday evening, Thursday night, and Friday, it will be all snow. But as Brian mentioned, we're not trying to take away the fact that we will have snowfall measured in feet in central to eastern South Dakota. As you see our snowfall forecast, anywhere from a foot to a foot and a half or more, and then that sharp cutoff in the southeastern Kettleland.
Absolutely. In fact, we were kind of dicing this apart a little bit here, Scott, earlier. Look at some of these projections. This should tell you something. If we can generate 19 inches of snow in Colton. Now, that's a projection. It's not exactly, this is not going to be an exact science here. But the bottom line is amounts well over a foot just northwest of Sioux Falls. And just to the southeast, it could be the opposite. Well under a foot in Rock Rapids and Beersford, just enough to say it snowed. So Sioux Falls is going to likely find itself sandwiched in between really close. So make sure you keep checking back with us because we're going to get new information throughout the day today to kind of firm up some of these numbers. And of course, a lot of resources here at kettleland.com.
Kettleland.com, you got your storm tracker app, and we'll continue to update the weather conditions as we go on live throughout the morning with our morning cut-ins through CBS this morning, and of course on midday today and later today at 5, 6, and 10.